Hello and welcome to Whatever You Want Me to Sew Saturday. Today is March 26th, I believe, of 2022. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. Now you can talk.
Hi, Claire. Yeah, hi.
Hello. And I do have my cell phone set also to be a tight, up close, right on the foot camera. And it is in its own spot, so I don't have to fiddle around and move it around anymore. So you guys won't get seasick when I use it. So, did you guys compile a list of things that you'd like me to do, or did you want me just to sew?
Well, I have a question.
Go for
Um, do you pre-wash all your material?
it. Not always, especially not on this last video, because it's just inconvenient to do it sometimes. And if it's a garment, absolutely. If it is a quilt that's going on my bed and I'm going to wash it, yes. Because what will happen is if you don't pre-shrink and pre-wash your fabric before you go to sew something, you sew it, then after it gets dirty, you throw it in your washer and dryer and it will shrink up to its original shape. This is why I get really kind of concerned when I see some educators teach you to stretch fabric to fit something because they're not thinking into the future when that quilt gets washed and dried again, because your fabric has what's called memory. Hey, come here, Tink. Tinkerbell came to say hi.
Hi, Tink.
I think.
Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. She's like, nah, I'll get up there myself. You want mommy? Nope. I got it. She's got it.
It's Saturday. Leave me alone.
So if you do wash it, do you like do the edges so they don't fray at all or
So
do
what I
anything?
do you have a lingerie bag?
Yes.
Use that. And if your fabrics are solids and they're all in light colors, you can throw them all in together, fold it. You don't even have to open them up.
Oh, oh. And then you
Yeah.
just dry them in that bag too?
And then dry them in that bag too. And then
Oh,
it's no
And then
longer a
starch
disaster.
and then
Sometimes,
starch them to death
and
so
then
they're
you
easier
starch
to
them.
cut.
Absolutely. And if you starch them before you fold them, and you know it's already starched. But otherwise, you see me starching all the time. You didn't get to see this, but this is I starched all of these. This is getting so close to done, and
Yay.
I'm probably
yay.
gonna want more than one. So I should have cut more than one, but the hold lights on the back, a little cheat for you. Holding all the seam
That's the
allowances.
crinkling I hear.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What was it?
Hold light.
Oh,
It's a noisy thing to use, but it is fabulous. Have you guys been using it? You
not
know, for
yet.
your applique?
Not yet.
I'm enjoying this project.
Is the cover up, is that what you use for vinyl?
That is our vinyl.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it comes in 16 colors.
I have all your colors. I just
You haven't used it yet?
I haven't used it yet.
Well, do you want me to do something where I use it? Today's whatever you want me to
Sure.
do day.
Sure.
Sure.
That would be good.
Whatever you want me to do day.
I always like to watch you embroider because
Really?
it's your happy place.
I love the hoops. The octa hoops definitely make me happy. But I would be happy to work on my quilt while we're talking. Get my block sewn so I can ultimately teach you the how to bind a king size quilt. So whatever you want. You want me to embroider? I'll
Is
embroider.
your presser foot pattern? I've got the pattern, but do you have a video on that one? The smaller rectangle one? The I think it was one you made that you have.
I didn't hear your beginning. I was thinking.
Oh, oh the presser foot pattern that you have online.
Oh, this thing? You mean this?
Yeah, that one. Um,
This is in the school. It's in the Fabrically Speaking Live.
okay, because I haven't found that, but yeah, I was watching when you did the other ones with the octi hoops.
Well, I'll share my screen and show you where to look for it. Share this screen.
Fabrically speaking, is that what you said?
Yeah, so we're in the school. Oh, that stays on top no matter what. Someone's son just got married. That's why one of them's not here today. And
Ah,
I think some people just never turned on their notifications. So they forgot.
shame on them.
Are you able to forget things?
All
Very
the time.
easily. Very easily. I have
I'm
reminders
60,
that
of
come
course.
up on everything.
I'm 60. Of course, I forget things.
If you come over on, and are you seeing this well?
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
So on the left-hand side here, you go to Creator Groups.
okay.
And it's going to be really slow because I'm on live right now. Took forever to open. And then you go to Fabrically Speaking Live. This is how mine automatically opens. So if yours doesn't, then you can type up here and you could type in Fabrically and it will pop up.
Yeah, mine, I just tap on the box. And
Okay, so it's always up for yours as well.
Yeah.
yes.
Still getting the hang of my own school. Now if you
Well,
go,
it's complicated.
it's powerful, that's why.
Yeah. Well, I follow like 3 authors on Mighty Networks as well. So,
Oh, do you?
yeah.
Because I'm thinking about
3 authors and you. Yeah.
I'm thinking about releasing my novel. So you guys watch me read it
Oh, that would be cool.
as an
Oh.
option. So thought I'd see what you guys thought. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. So on the left hand, do you see this? This is under your hamburger button if you're in a cell phone or using something smaller like a tablet. You know what the hamburger button is? It's the 3 lines that show up.
Oh, is
Oh,
that what
yeah.
it's called?
I
Yes.
didn't know that's what it was called, but
I just thought it was the more tab.
It may be more. It depends on what device you're using. But you
Ah.
open this up and this is the sidebar and this is where you'll find things. But you can also, when you're in here, just type, in here what it is you're looking for, and or scroll down and try to find it, which could take you a while because once someone comments on something, see, like this is old, but somebody commented on it, so it brought it up to the top.
Yeah, it's not much further.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I've got it up on my phone.
Okay, so you go to topics and then patterns and docs.
okay.
Click on it. And in here are all the patterns that I've given for free from Fabrically Speaking Live. Did I name it?
Yeah, so presser holder pattern.
And then you just click on it and it takes you to the page, and once you click on this, it'll automatically just open up on your screen. You can print it.
Okay, I've done that, but
And that's
I
what
was
I feel
wondering
like.
if you did a video on it,
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
one.
It was
Yeah.
one of our Thursday night
It
things.
does. I didn't name it that. That's the problem.
Oh,
That's why you haven't found it if you're looking for it. So let's go back. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
1 month ago.
It was 1 month ago.
That's what it's when you posted here's the pattern.
Usually I
It
write
says
the season.
1 month ago.
This is why I have seasons and episodes and everything. Let me get out of here. How do I get out of here? Go back one more time. Oh, gosh darn it. I keep doing the same thing. That's not working. So back to activity feed. I work better when I'm not on live because it's so slow. So here we're back to the show, to the feed. And if I don't have my keyboard turned on, let me just do it. I was trying to resist bringing it out and turning it on because I can get into trouble. Accidentally hit a button. So if we go up here to live and you go presser, and hit enter. Should bring, oh, I didn't type all the letters. What? So there's the pattern for the presser holder. Oopsie. Oh, there I go. Ah, okay. Does this make you guys feel better?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
It's like, come on. I'm in the show. Just going to scroll down. There's got to be a better way of doing this. I need to rename it. That's what's wrong. So the day that I did this, I didn't name it presser holder. I was teaching you a bunch of different things. Sew, quilt, and embroider was the topic. And that's why it's not easily searched. I did change it. So like on YouTube, I changed it. I added presser holder into the description. I just didn't do it in here. Come on, computer. See, someone tapped on that one. It's going to take forever. So let's do this. Get out of here. Go to the network. This is another way. You know what it is if I announce something like the show, if you're not a member of Fabrically Speaking Live and I use that as a topic, not everyone sees it. This is a flaw in their system. They didn't plan on people like me. So if I do Fabrically and hit search, everything to do with the Fabrically Speaking Live show should flow down here. And it is going to be one that's topic is sew, quilt, and embroider, I think. I should just do more recently. Your activity. I'm everything. Oh, that's why. Topics. Well, that didn't work. Interests? No. So what I'm going to be doing. Let's see. After this is over, I'll put the link in here for you, okay?
Okay.
But unless Tina has found it already.
I found a sewing, quilting, embroidery, chat, and sew episode, season 2, episode 35.
That's the one.
That's it. Oops.
No. Was it last year?
In this season 2?
No, we're in season 3.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, I can't do it for you right now. This is just not efficient. I think it'll crash it if I go into my videos. Well, we'll just give it a try.
Okay. Oh.
See how it goes. I'm on YouTube. This is a recorded thing, so I don't want to leave someone hanging if they're picking this up on the replay. And if you are, thank you for your patience as I fiddle around in the school. I hope it makes you feel better. That I also am challenged by it a bit. So we go into playlists and I go into the Fabrically Speaking Live playlist. That's the most efficient way of looking through the live videos. I forgot to put my necklace back on, so I wonder if people notice when they watch the bunny placement. All of a sudden her necklace went away. Okay, come on. So now you can scroll through all of the different episodes down here.
There's the bunny and the sunflower.
Where's the live chat? What was the picture on the outside? It couldn't have been last year already, could it?
Well, it was just a month ago that you posted the pattern, so it couldn't have been that long ago.
This is definitely not it. search my channel. This is ridiculous. Okay, go to, that's not it. Stop trying to go there. I have a quicker way of, you can't do this because you're not me. This is faster for me. Come on. Hey, so it's working though. Uh-oh.
Hi everyone. If you like sewing, quilting, embroidery, or fiber
Why is the music still on?
Bear with me, you guys.
if you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Claire
It's stupid to this.
Rowley.
Ugh. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop
Another
it.
for someone who couldn't open her hand.
Ugh.
Just
Sorry about that. This is why I don't do this. I never go on a video program while on with you guys. But because things like that can happen. Here we go. So this is the order in which I did my videos last. Come on, open up. Low system resources may affect your audio. I know. That probably affects your audio too, them letting you know. But I did a lot. Here it is. Oh my goodness.
What season and episode?
I'm
For
now,
season
Now-
3,
I'm sticking it-
episode 7.
Oh,
I'm going to put it in the school for you guys right now. If I can go back to that pattern, that would be great. Try to think of the fastest way. Good thing you can't see my face right now. That frustrated expression. My goodness. I feel like just giving it to you as a message. But that wouldn't work for other people. So go to the pattern. Talk, you guys.
oh, I was
Do you-
trying to help you find your pattern again.
What are you guys doing today after we're done?
Sewing. I actually got 3 dresses I got to get in the mail for Lena.
Oh, for the dog again?
Yeah. I did one with the,
Does she have a whole closet for her dog for all the clothes you give her?
well, she's gonna have to start. She has a bag that she keeps all of them in, and she says, but it's outgrowing. And so she's gonna have to figure out something else. But I did the pearls on the bottom.
Are you getting a little obsessed with the doggy clothes?
I am. That's the only thing I'm sewing, except for I decided I wanted to do some of the presser foot thing, and so I was.
The video is
But-
now in there with the pattern. And
Okay.
I'm going to add a topic on here. Oh, it's already in there as the fabrically speaking line. I don't know why it doesn't sort better.
Because it's kind of new too.
Yeah, they're still learning how to do their own thing. I should probably get rid of here's the pattern to make and just give you guys the name of the patterns. Would that be easier, you think?
Probably.
Probably.
Look at you, you're just so careful not to say yes.
Yes, Claire.
I want to say for sure because then it's my fault if it doesn't. So we're like, why is that not there? It's not letting me do that. Why won't it let me edit it? I'm not going to do this anymore right now. So
Okay.
Okay.
stop share. I want to sew. It's all about sewing. But there is some people, some notifications popped up. So maybe it's members not getting in here. Nope, just people joining. All right. We like that. Yay. Hello. Am I back on?
Mhm.
Yes.
See my face
Yes.
again? Okay. I got to get that so I know what's going on and turn off YouTube so we don't have terrible. Has it been good coverage though?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good thing because it, that's another reason why I got to stop doing everything live, because a lot of the video content was like I'm, that's not efficient. So, yay. Okay. So, any other questions? That was it was a good question though. I did realize there was a problem with that because you're not the only one who wanted to know where the pattern was. And then I'm like, well, where's the video for that? I got to put it on the video.
The other day you said something about cotton with the bamboo, and where the cut. So don't you use cotton with your bamboo inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I know what I said. I know what I said. It was confusing. I listened back and went, oh, I bet people got confused by that.
I did.
So the bamboo batting, you can buy bamboo batting with cotton in it. It's 80-20.
Well, I bought yours, so.
Yeah, so make sure you always use 100% bamboo because the 20% cotton will rot away, and you'll just be left with the 100% bamboo in the end.
That's what you meant. Okay, because I was like,
it's like, here's some money. All right, it's gone. I should never have spent that money. And now you have thinner batting. I'm sitting on my jacket.
Can you fix it to where you're the only thing on the main screen?
I'm not anymore.
No. Every time Wendy talks, she comes up.
Okay, so I was asking you that before. Okay, so that's what I asked you earlier, but I get it. I'm still learning how to use this thing.
Before you were asking if we could see everybody.
Yeah, that's what happens with you too, Tina, is I see you when you're talking. Yeah.
But I stay down in the corner when I talk on my screen.
Oh, I see now. Now I see what you guys are seeing. Okay, that's what I was asking.
We misunderstood.
And that's all right. Now do you only see me when you talk?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Woohoo.
I've watched a bunch of videos too to learn, but no one does what I do. So it's like they have one camera. If they have two, it's like this side of their face or that side of their face. And it's not the same as switching angles and moving stuff around and stuff. So
yeah,
I could definitely do a how to do videos live when you're sewing at a sewing machine video, but how many people really want that?
Not me.
So I was thinking that this bunny would be fun to embroider. I could embroider him. But
especially his eyes and his nose. Mm-hmm.
What I really wanted to do was ink the whole pattern. Do the inking as an ombre and but we don't have that much time because I can't stay in here all day with you. It's Saturday. I do want to have.
You have a life, Claire?
I would like to.
Didn't you say it was going to be really nice there today or something, and you wanted to be outside?
Yes, but I have to finish this pattern. This is
we're getting up in the 80s today. So.
Yes, we're getting in the 80s today.
We're getting in the 40s.
So you're down in Phoenix, right, Tina?
No, I'm in Texas.
Oh, that's Amy.
Yeah, Amy's in Phoenix.
She'll be in the 90s today.
Wow.
Okay, so I did do the bunny small. And I was thinking it'd be fun to do little embroidered mug rugs of it.
That would be cute. Yeah.
So, okay. I had to think for a second. All right, I'm turning off the keyboard, putting it away so I don't shut down the whole thing, which is helpful. So before you got on, Tina, this is one of my Easter projects. And
it was Wendy.
Me.
Wendy.
Yeah.
Can't get away with anything with you.
That's right. Don't forget it.
And this was done using my stick and rinse. So we're gonna have to wait on that. But I was thinking, do you guys have any kids coming over for Easter? Or are you going anywhere for Easter?
Don't
not
have any
sure
kids
yet.
in my life. The youngest kid in my life is like 17. So,
Yeah,
and I don't see them very often.
that's how I am. I mean, I don't know anyone, but I'm preparing for it in my mind to have grandkids at some point. But wouldn't it be cute if you had a party and there were a bunch of little kids and you gave them all bunny ears and a tail?
That would be cute.
And so when they're
Yeah.
all looking around the yard, they have ears and a tail.
Here's
So I may do that before. So you see, this is part of the VIP. You get to know what I'm doing before I do it. Another thing you could do with this is make a towel for your bathroom and embroider this on.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little big. So what do you guys want me to do? Want me to embroider that on a towel?
Well, how big is your bunny?
I could shrink it down. I can give you a variety of different sizes.
Oh,
But
well, I
right
was
now-
just thinking the pattern you've already got out. How small is the bunny?
Bigger than a hand towel. I'm switching cameras. It takes me longer. I can't use my buttons.
Oh,
What am I hearing? It sounds like a frog.
it did sound like Frogger.
You heard it too?
Yeah.
Is it at one of your houses? Is it at your house, Wendy?
No, I don't think so.
No, it was like it's whenever you're doing something, Claire.
No, I mean, it sounded like I heard it over here. So they're, behind my head. Not that you can see me anymore because I have this camera on.
We see your hands.
Right. So see how you can just look right through that?
Yeah.
And then I could trace that, but you can also print this. You can take this and print it. Want me to walk away and come back with it? Do you guys,
It's up to you.
you're not following me, are you?
Yeah, I am, because I'm thinking I've got some of that fabric that it's like print and stick. I forgot what it's called.
Hi, Terry. I'm live on my Saturday, whatever you want me to do, sew day.
Okay.
Did you want to come over later?
Yeah, but
Don't say any more. I'll call you back.
okay.
Is Terry the one that used to be your assistant?
No, she's just my friend, the handicap friend.
Oh,
My assistant, I'm getting together with him tonight. I don't know. She sounded depressed. I don't know.
uh-oh.
I didn't want her to say anything on video that might bum everybody out or be too personal.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So with our cover up, switch cameras again.
Yeah, I have some like sheets of fabric that you run through your inkjet printer, and then you can iron it onto whatever surface you want.
This is our vinyl cover.
Oh, it is?
Yes, cover up. So you can tape this onto a piece of paper and print out the bunny. And it is
Oh,
our cover
Well,
up.
you can.
Yes.
Oh.
Would you like me to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be me stepping away for a minute so you
That's
guys can
okay.
just talk to each other.
Yeah.
There is a way for me to do that. I saw under more. I can on my cell phone I can click on a cup of coffee and it says I'm busy, but it doesn't let me on the computer. So I'll give you something cute to look at while you're
it is cute.
It is.
Isn't he cute? I'm still trying to figure out another way to do it. And if I do before Thanksgiving.
Couldn't you insert like thin wire around the
wire?
edges of the ears
Like you
to
did
make
the
them
other
stand
day.
up?
Yeah, or I just didn't finish this guy. He's all
Like jewelry wire.
actually boning would be better. Or wire would even be good because then you could do one of his ears down.
Well, yeah, because that's usually how you see the bunnies in the stores is one ear down.
But this arm is double-sided, and what I want to do is a bunch of stuffed animals for travel pets. So you can stick them all in something small and put them in like the back seat of a car, and kids can take the legs and make different animals. Take a zebra body and put it on a gorilla, things like that. That's an idea that I have. Flat stuffed animals, in essence. That sound like
Flat unstuffed animals.
So it's going to take me just a bit because I got to shrink the image down to a towel size and then print this out. And I'll just show you how I'll print it out because I have the paper. So you're not missing out on that. Have fun. We're doing something unexpected.
Something new, something different.
Something I've never shown before. And I think about every once in a while I open up a really old roll of our fabric cover and the ink is on it from our labels.
Oh.
And it reminds me that you can print on it. Don't I have a whole thing of paper here? Thought I did. I know I do. It's got to be an inkjet printer paper size. I started putting too much on this little shelf I have under here. Probably fell out the back. I'm trying to be more organized. I think I'm doing better. Definitely better than in the beginning. Once upon a time. Oh, you're so sassy. Until I know
Saturday. Hey.
until I know where the bunny's going to print, I shouldn't tape this onto there. But basically, I'm going to take a piece of this and tape it onto the paper and then print it out. But first, I'm going to print on the paper. And
that's a good idea, Claire.
Yeah, that's what we do with the stick and rinse. So you could also do this with the stick and rinse, but stick and rinse rinses away. If you're going to embroider on a towel, you don't want it to wash away. And
so you use the cover up.
And if you're using clear cover up, then some of the colors may not be as pure as white would. White's going to give the bunny pure white hair, and I don't have to fill it all the way in. So I can be not good. And that's the whole point. We want to not have to be perfect.
True.
Be right back. Intermission. I should give you music to play.
I'm over here trying to figure out what I did with my cover up.
One of you plays music, then you're playing music for everyone.
I can hear her talking, but I can't make out what she's saying.
Yeah, I can hear her too.
Oh, there it is. Cover up. I got both sets.
I've got just all the colored ones, I think.
Well, they're all
colored.
there's like one that's got the hot pink and beige and green. I think brown. And then this one has.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Yeah, this is the other one.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not folded well enough to see everything. I'm not sure which one has the clear. Let's see. Primary colors. Is that what you got? Primary colors?
Let me go see if I can find mine. Let's see. I got the variety pack.
I think you have primary colors.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the
Oh,
other one.
variety pack includes 8 pieces.
Well, they both say that, but see down below it says primary
Oh,
colors,
sure. Yeah,
blending colors, and I think you've got the blending colors.
I think I do.
Yeah, I went ahead and ordered both. I'm not sure which one has the clear in it though. Oh,
The
primary colors
primary,
has the
yeah.
clear.
Yeah. And then I ordered a bigger roll of the clear.
Oh, and I've got the hold light. Isn't that what she said she used for the bunny?
Yeah,
Wax fabric bias.
yeah,
back
because she said
fabric
that
before
that one
embroidering.
doesn't wash away.
Great for pattern drafting. And then of course I've got the stick and tear.
I ordered I gotta go look. What?
It's the frog.
Yeah, I've ordered 2 of this stick and tears, and I've got a hold light
Yeah, I've got the stick and tear this size.
and the fuse
It's
and
the roll.
fuse. I think the only ones, well, the 2 I don't have are what's out of stock. I wonder, can a person order it and then be like on a list for when it comes in, I wonder?
You'd have to ask her. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would have to call her for that because the website doesn't let you do that. It just says
okay.
it's out of stock and it won't let you add it to your cart.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.
And then I bought some of her fabric inks, but they're still in the package it was mailed to me in.
What was it? The fabric?
The ink, the inks that she uses when she.
I
finally bought some fabric to use, to practice painting on, but it's been so long since I painted anything.
I got those alcohol pencils that she used that day too.
Yeah.
I got those off Amazon.
Yeah, I just can't afford those right now.
Yeah.
I am on a no income. I'm living off my dad's Social Security income, so things are pretty tight here.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. I heard you guys talking, but I think you were talking about pre-ordering stick and rinse.
Yeah.
I don't really offer that right now.
Okay.
I have a yellow towel. Perfect. May as well actually do it. So see, this is actually the vinyl.
Oh.
We're too far out from being ready to do pre-orders for that. We're still 2 months out before we'll even get the raw material.
Oh, wow.
And then it's like another month to get it turned into stick and rinse. Yeah, so the state of our world is part of it.
True.
So you see I printed out the bunny, and I'll give you that one, that size. It's perfect for a towel. So you'll be able to print out, you know how to print page 1, 2, 3, 4 when you print
I
something?
do.
Okay. So you print it out on the paper, and I'll have it centered like that. Maybe 2 up so you can print 2 at once. And this is the vinyl, and it has the color on it.
Huh.
So you know what color threads to use?
And use the white.
And I use the white this time, yes, because the bunny's white, and otherwise,
Oh, yeah, I would show through.
yeah. So this way, the bunny's going to be pure white, and it got messy when I printed it. So I'm not sure. Probably
It
printed
might not have dried before you.
I got messy. But it's okay, because we're going to tear away.
That's so unusual, Claire.
I don't know, man. I think you're going to start, maybe I'll take that 5% coupon away. I don't know if you know that you have a 5% coupon.
I forgot about that.
So one way to use the cover up is to just lay it on top when you embroider. But when doing something like this, if you spray it with the 3M photo mount, then this becomes sticky and it will stay held down while you embroider. So I'm
Could you use like
I'm gonna step away and spray a fine mist on it, and I'm gonna wait for it to change. So the difference between this and others is this is permanent. So when you spray it to this and you wait until it's set, it's a chemical change. When the O2 in the air combines with what's in this can, it then changes it, and whatever it's on, it becomes repositionable, but it won't get you sticky.
oh,
That makes sense? So
Yeah.
this will be like our stick and tear when it's done. And it doesn't go on your needle. So that's what's cool about it. So I'll just step away real quick. I'll be right back.
okay.
I'll give you him to look at upside down. I keep doing that. I think of
Thank you. Oh, I didn't notice the daisy up at the top. That's cute.
Yeah, he's cute. I'm not
What's
into
funny is-
embroidery yet.
Yeah, what's funny is most bunnies have like pink eyes. Yeah. And they look kind of evil.
What looks evil? The bunny?
Real bunnies with the pink eyes. Yeah.
I don't know enough about bunnies. They have pink eyes?
Some of them do. Yeah.
Oh, wow. We had a rabbit when I was a child, and my dog ate it.
Oh. Oops.
It's funny because my siblings don't remember that, and I'm like, it was headless.
And you were like, I'm traumatized for life.
Yeah, we found the bunny, but without a head. And my dad goes, well, can't let your bunnies running around with the dogs. That's one way to learn. So when you can touch it and you don't get sticky, then you know you're ready to stick it to your towel any sooner, and you'll have a really hard time getting it off your towel.
Oh.
This
Oh,
is
because
kinda
it's a spray adhesive.
Yeah, it's a spray.
Is it like what we use in quilting?
This is a permanent one. So it's different.
Oh, okay.
This is better.
Okay.
So if you've used one in quilting and you got sticky needle, it's because it's a temporary spray adhesive. Temporary spray adhesives never actually become permanent. So they are always a little sticky and can get on your needle and your thread and under your hook assembly. If you're enjoying one, that's great. You could give it a try, but a permanent one is better. So once it changes, I may as well pick colors. This won't take too long to embroider. It's so little. So honey white. And if you change the colors from what it is that's on there, then you're going to end up having to really cover up what color you're embroidering over. I'm sorry, I just snorted. I can't believe I did. I just thought it was hilarious that I tried to use the buttons. It's something else switching from having buttons to not having buttons to push for cameras. So I'm going to pick my colors. Pink. Everything's falling on the ground, you guys. I know you're not surprised.
I'm just shocked, Claire.
Should I do purple?
Of course.
Don't forget teal.
I
Oh,
think-
you do have teal.
I think I can cover up that blue and make it purple. Let's see.
What's the color at the top? Is that blue?
What do you mean at the top?
Is that teal?
Furthest from you.
This one? Or
No,
that
the actual thread. Actual
It's
thread.
purple. Oh, it's not coming up very good, huh? Because it is.
No, the one at
No,
the
the
top
other one.
above the yellow. Yeah,
It's teal.
that. It is teal.
See, some colors don't come across very good. I can do. I need more colors out here.
On your thread stand,
Yes.
did you glue your sticks in?
You can.
No, yeah, because mine keep falling out.
Sounds like
Mine
a
don't.
problem.
Maybe you just didn't stick them in hard enough.
Yeah,
On the top or the sides?
sides.
It may have been one run. The holes were drilled a little bit too big.
Yeah, so because I thought I would just glue them in.
You know what works? The liquid based.
Oh, does it? Oh. Well, I don't know. I really like that stuff.
It's cheaper than regular glue, I think.
Yeah,
It's holding my posts in my thread dispenser on the side. The ones that go straight up. I put glue down there and dropped it in.
yeah.
If I was traveling with this, I would not glue them in. But if it's just going to stay in your sewing room, by all means, glue them all in so that they don't move on you.
Okay.
Yep. So
I think I had trouble with a few of them being like a little tight and had to get my dad to help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any of them that were too loose.
It depends on the swelling of the wood when they cut it, I guess. The dowels are what is difficult to be consistent. You know, we use the same tool, same drill, special kind of drill bit that we use for it.
Well, plus I live along the Gulf Coast, so you know it's always humid here.
So your wood's always swollen.
Swollen, yeah.
Oh, that towel has got a snag on it. It's old. This is the side with the label.
Will you cover up the snag with the?
It's.
Or does it go all the
I
way
can
across?
I can use a crochet needle and pull that through. I'll just use this side as the top. And I'm doing it upside down because when I'm at a show, I'm always, and people have been talking to me about shows so much that I'm like, I'm doing everything backwards. And I noticed I had the bunny upside down for a good portion of the video, for that video.
Yeah.
Oh.
None of you said anything. Why are you holding it upside down? So basically we want to make sure the bunny is straight and all that and do your measuring.
How far up from the bottom of the towel do you usually go?
4 inches.
4 inches?
I didn't even have to think, did I?
No, you didn't.
I'll turn it the right side. Yeah, it's amazing how bad that camera sees color from above when that tablet is lit.
Yeah. That's why I had trouble seeing the teal. Couldn't tell what color it was.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Now I can see it.
Yep.
It's a little dark, but
It's pretty though. It's real pretty.
I have some others, but I just didn't give them to myself. There's, in the boxes. I hate to take all the colors and bring them in here in case one of you needs it and then we sell out. So until I actually use it. So yeah, 4 inches from the bottom. Slide him down. And this is already showing me where my middle is. And then you want to make sure you're 4 inches from the bottom on all sides. Although his feet are lower or higher on the pattern. That's good enough. Now we get the octi hoops ready, and how do you do that? You already know, I'm sure.
Yep.
What do we do?
You're doing embroidery, you do the stick and tear.
Yep. Just trying to get you guys to keep talking so I don't have to do all the talking, because I do all the talking always on Thursday.
Stick and tear like that.
And I heard you say that you bought 2 of these. I spilled my coffee on it earlier. Or some other time.
Yes, I did. I bought 2.
Were you making...
Pair and a spare.
Did you buy 2 different sizes?
Actually, no.
Same
But see,
size?
I
Were you making masks with it?
I just been buying everything you got.
Thank you.
It's like,
Generally, I notice if someone orders 2 things, I'll go, did you want 2? But we were getting too busy there for a while. I couldn't keep up with everybody. At some point, you just go, okay, they got 2 Satinedge feet on their order. And hopefully, they didn't accidentally click it twice. And one person accidentally clicked it twice. So she sent it back for a sequin ribbon foot. Paper, scissors.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to your Satinedge foot, but once I realized, yeah, you have to line up your needle to the left side.
Depends what you're doing.
And not from the center. Well, to do a 1/4 inch.
Yeah, left needle position, you mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, the instructions tell you to do that. So you're trying to remember everything. And a lot of people do. They don't read the directions first. And some of them never even open them up and look at the directions. And then give
Well,
up.
I did read the directions, but I don't know, I guess that part just didn't click for a while.
So for anyone who watches this on the replay, you want to, when you look at the instructions, oops, there goes that cup. Good thing I use lids on everything. Depending on how you bought it, too, you may or may not have these booklets.
Yeah, I have the booklets.
No matter how you buy the feet in the instructions. There is machine settings, and you always do the machine settings first. Step 1, step 2, step 3. And you'll see I do talk about needle positions on the needle position. I got ink all over my hand.
Oh no.
Don't rub your hand over it when you print on it. I'm a mess. Don't say it.
Get you some rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. Rubbing alcohol is great for removing acrylic paint from clothing too.
Is it?
Yep. As an artist, I painted 40 to 100 paintings a day. And I didn't want to wear ugly clothes all the time. So a lot of us we looked like we weren't going to paint. And if you got any paint on you, we just used rubbing alcohol at the end of the night, scrubbed
Good
it
to
off.
know.
I mean, some clothes would never get back to normal, but on blue jeans, you could definitely get it off again. And then there were the people that were just completely covered in paint. And they looked like a painting themselves.
I think I mainly just got it on my hands, you know, if I got any on me. But I didn't paint that many paintings in a day either.
Yeah, we had 25-foot long easels, double-sided, 10,
Wow.
10 feet in the back, set up canvases all the way down. Grab one color, do it on all of the paintings. We were printers. Printers with brushes.
Paint by number. Yeah.
Another thing you don't want to do is just stick the towel right on this, because it's too sticky and it'll pull the loops of your towel out. So this is when we use the hold light again. And iron on a piece bigger than the embroidery. Trying to move some stuff out of the way. I want to make one of these out of using Timtex. I think it'd be great. And then I was thinking about if you got any of these fat quarter squares, I was thinking about making a box.
Oh.
And maybe doing a little quilt square on each one on the outside. And then this slides in from the bottom or something to hold it up. See? This is how my mind works. I can't throw stuff like that away. What if I can use it for something? Somebody took the time to cut that perfect for me.
And I love all of your batiks.
I felt like people were getting annoyed with me using batiks all the time, so that's why I'm doing other fabrics lately.
Oh, I don't get annoyed by it because I love them. So.
Well, I'm thinking about reaching out to Northcott Fabrics and doing a line of fabric.
Are they all going to be teal?
I'll have a teal line, that's for sure. I don't think there's enough teal. I went to order on Joann's one time. They had a sale on solids and all the teals were sold out.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, I can't be the only one that wants a lot of teal, or they wouldn't be sold out.
True.
But yeah, I get tired of the same colors. I haven't really been doing all teals lately. I've been doing a lot of yellows and orange and
No,
pink.
you haven't.
Totally out of character for me.
You've been springy lately. Yeah.
Spring. I've been spring since Christmas. Shiny side to the iron. Nope.
Shiny side up. Yeah.
No steam. And now that is going to hold the terry cloth down. The thing about this is it's really hard. Once you get this in there, you cannot unget it out. You can't pull this off of that stick and tear. So you want to make sure you're ready to place it in the hoop. I mean, you probably could. You just want to once you push it, it's on. So make sure that the color is all within the frame, and it is. So now, lay it down. Wait for the ink to dry on it. Let's see if I got a clean spot. Yeah. It was just because I touched it too soon. Now I'll get out my quiltlets. And I generally will always use these for towels, because I've had a towel tip Go like that. Get underneath and ruin the towel.
Oh,
So you want to make sure that you control the majority of the towel by rolling it up like this. And it's better to roll the other way. So you really know you got your end if you roll it up this way. Keeps it out of your way. You don't have to think. The less we think about, the better, right?
correct.
And then you bring your safety pin down through. Make sure your elastic on the bottom is also not going underneath. Wendy, you're so quiet. Are you relaxed?
I just get amazed watching you.
What?
I'm like, oh,
I feel like it's so boring, this part.
She's mesmerized.
Aw.
yes.
Did you recently discover me?
Yeah.
That's why. How long ago?
No, even us old timers still get all caught up in what you're doing.
I had a few phone calls this week that made me get emotional. So people that have been watching me since, well, I've been using your stuff for as long as you've been making it. What year was that? It's been a long time. Let's not talk about it. An international oops, I accidentally stopped my camera. We want to go this one now. Now I'm going to take the foot off of the sewing machine. I already have yellow thread in the bobbin, which is fine for the towel. Towel's yellow. And or you could use lingerie thread in white. If I were going to be using a variety of different colors, this definitely is better to just go with yellow. The Deco Bob bobbins are thin, which is probably what this is because I rarely wind a bobbin anymore. I always thought how silly it was to have pre-wound bobbins until you got a thin thread. Then it was like, oh yeah, I'm liking this. Get all these colors out of my way. Okay, I'm going too long as usual. See, now it's just the VIPs get me for a long period of time.
Good.
Ew, dirty hands. So which camera should I use?
That one's pretty good as long as you keep your hand out of the way.
Jeez, I do need them.
Well, there are times when you accidentally hold your left hand up and then all we can see is your hand. So it's a lovely hand.
But I don't like how my hair gets in the way. So let's see. Come on, where's my mouse? Which screen is it on? It's on this one. I'm trying to, where's my cell phone? This one. Why can't I get it? Oh, because I have me highlighted. I just need to add spotlight. Now I'm gonna undo this one as a spotlight. Isn't that one better?
Yes, that's great.
Yay.
And don't forget your elbow pillow. There you go.
I love it when you guys respond quickly in unison. Yes. You know what's really neat about that? Now you don't have to refer to the pattern because it's right there. The colors are, everything is right there for you. Why do I need to move that cup? I have this set up, but I didn't think about that I was gonna free motion. I didn't know what I was gonna do. See, it's like mystery. It's a mystery day on whatever you want to sew Saturday. I have no idea what you guys are gonna make me do. I can't get in the way of it. Oh, this is so much better. I wish I could do this when I'm live on the other one.
Yeah, that would be great. That's a good angle. But can you see what you're doing with it like that?
I can because I can. I should have brought my bobbin thread up, but I laughed and hit the foot control. So now the bobbin thread's under there. It's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I want to stitch all the way around the inside of that line. I don't want any of that black coming through. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll print this. I'll give you one with no lines. So it'll just be color.
What color are you using right now? The yellow or?
Yellow, yeah.
Okay.
You're not able to see it?
Oh yeah, no.
So what you want to do is you want to, that black line there, that could end up showing up.
Are you using 9014?
I am, just because it's almost always in my machine. So I'm thinking now I'm going to go around, so I'm following a curved design. The stitch is going like that instead of straight across. So it'll give it more of a rounded effect.
That makes sense.
And my left hand does not need to be there. Just the microphone is.
I love this angle. I wish you could get that on Thursdays.
This is what I mean. So this is what I will be doing on all the videos from now on. You'll have this angle that I can't achieve when I go live on the normal stream.
Yeah, because that's a great angle.
If I can figure out a way of doing it, I will. Oh, I thought my thread broke. It didn't break. It sounded funny. Oh, it fell off this Thread Dispenser. All of a sudden, we had 3 emails on the Thread Dispenser. And then you mentioned it. It's Thread Dispenser trending week. So it is really far away from me. I'm not able to see if I'm filling it all the way in or not.
Well, I still see black.
I'm not covering the black.
Oh, you're not. I thought you said you were.
I'm gonna give you a printout with no black lines.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll make these light blue. And that's because that may end up, when we peel it off, you may see black. Make sense? Unless we make it a cartoon and I outline in black. That's a good idea. I'll do that.
Yeah.
What a good idea. Thank you for giving it to me. Sorry. Now I'm going to do really big stitches. Moving the hoop all the way from one side of the design to the other. Sewing really slow.
And why?
Because now it's going to just look like I did. Like it makes a smoother surface.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it makes a louder noise. Sorry, I started making the sound effect for you. Like you need it.
Actually, your machine is not that loud.
It's the microphone. If you watch the bunny basket, you'll hear how loud my sewing machine is when you don't have a directional microphone. So see how the stitches are bigger?
Yeah.
And it makes it look kind of rounded. I'm going to use the same yellow over here just for essence speed. Get back there. My fingers look dry. I need to put some lotion on. My son got so annoyed with me when my fingers were dry. Just keep lotion in your sewing room. Now I do. And this is the kind I use because people frequently want to know. Gold Bond.
Gold Bond.
Gold Bond healing. Ultimate healing. With aloe. Okay. Still got black fingers though. Now my fingers are slippery. Tinkerbell's out. So cute. I love it when she gets really comfy in here.
It's the sound of the sewing machine.
I don't know. So I think I am going to do a video for you guys. I just want to make sure it was recording. A little late to think about that.
Yeah, I see REC up at the top.
Thank you. That was an indicator. I have that on my screen too. Okay, so this time I'm just going to do normal stitching. I should have cut my bobbin thread. And I'm moving my hands slower, getting smaller stitches. But the idea is to make sure that you do small stitches around the outline to make sure that the cover-up tears clean. If you don't have good stitches cutting around the perimeter of something, then you can end up with cover up hairy like edges, but you can take a blow dryer and blow dry it and it'll shrink into the design.
Really? That's
Oh.
interesting.
And this is your best friend, these tweezers, for pulling off the fabric cover up. Sorry, we changed the name of our products over the years, so my brain has to remember. So is there any more yellow in there? No, there is not. So now it's time to cut.
The center of the flower.
The flower is orange.
Oh, it's orange.
Yeah, I figured I was doing too much yellow. Always make sure you raise the foot when you change your thread, or you'll end up with tension discs still closed on the thread. You can knock your thread dispenser right over. But another thing is that if you don't raise the foot, your tension is not open. So when you thread the next color, and this is 40 weight polyester, by the way, the Polyfil Thread. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, if you don't have your foot raised, then the tension discs aren't opened. Now you get to really see this needle threader work. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how fast you can do number 6. So,
What's number 6? The one on.
it's the one where you have to put the thread
this one?
behind that. Yeah.
Well, you hold your thread above so that it's taut.
Right.
That's the secret. That's the secret. Okay, got my little handle in that hole. Fingers down, elbows resting. Bolster pillow in place. Bring your bobbin thread up. And I knew it wasn't gonna come on. It's not coming up this time because it's too short. But that's the whole principle about this machine. You're supposed to not have to do it. This is built on a free motion or an embroidery machine body. So they left that feature in the machine. And if I had printed with a better orange, I wouldn't have to cover so much. But I can also do that same thing, go all the way from one side to the other. And it really is you're never going to have the yellow loopy towel loops coming through your embroidery. Polyester thread, polyester bobbin thread, polyester stabilizer, no puckers, no shrinking. So if you pre-wash your towel in hot water to get any shrinking that the towel may do, you should not have any shrinkage of your towel afterward, which makes for a much nicer looking towel. Have you ever had a towel shrink and then it looks awful? You need to like iron it to hang it? Are you guys still there?
No, yeah, no, I've never.
I was thinking, I don't think so.
I'm too fast for you. Too fast talking. Are you guys sleepy? You need coffee? Wake up. Oh, I turned off one of my lights. I didn't.
But we're seeing okay, so.
It's the one that shines on my face, which
Oh,
I don't really like having it on, but if you can't see my eyes, it feels weird when I look back later.
I wanted the crescendo, but all I could afford was the soprano.
That's still a nice model.
Yeah, it is, but it's got a different needle threader.
A little noisy needle threader.
Well, it comes down fast, and goes back up fast, whereas yours is like slow motion.
This one actually opens the tension assembly. That's partly why I switched to this model machine, because that was the best needle threader ever invented. You can't damage a needle threader as easily. So here's when you make a choice. Are you going to go side to side, up and down, or curve to show the curve in the design? So I'm going to do the curve.
That was my choice too.
It's also easier to embroider away from you than side to side. I clearly did not cover up that egg as well. But if I had been doing it so that I was going, if I had turned the hoop this way when doing that, I would have been able to see the gaps. And I can
Yeah,
still,
but aren't you doing the polka dots or the flowers or whatever in
there
there?
are polka dots, but there's spacing in between the stitching.
Oh,
It's not up to my, I had it so I couldn't see as well. So now I can see the gaps. I can see there's a little gap right here, so I can cover it up. And this is a straight stitch, so it's a lot easier on a straight stitch to curve. If I were using a zigzag stitch and I was following a curve, I would have to move the hoop like that back and forth to follow the curve. What's going on? Why is it skipping stitches? Because it felt like it, I guess. Okay. Oh, I forgot to lower my tension.
oops.
I do lower my thread tension to 3, and you should lower the feed dogs, which I almost always forget.
Well, I find I don't really, not that I've done a lot, but I don't really need to lower them because with the hoop, it sits up high enough.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Especially since my model, you have to
I like
take off the base and reach behind. And
I think you have the same machine as my butterfly machine. Sounds like it. So if you haven't played around with your hoops yet, this is a good thing to start with. I can add this to the school today if you wanted to play today. If you can wait until Monday, then you'll have everything.
I can wait until Monday.
I've
I don't
never
want to
done,
rush you. I don't want to rush you.
So now I'm going full speed on my machine. And that's because it's like wide open water and I'm water skiing and there's no boats and it's glassy water. So why not go out of the wake and have a little fun? Don't have to be very precise. I can come back in and touch it up afterward. It gets it done quicker.
Yeah, you're still a Cali girl, aren't you?
Still speed a little bit, yeah. My friend Terry never stops fully anywhere. I'm like, one of these days you're gonna get a ticket. And you do realize that. She goes, I haven't gotten one yet. I wouldn't be doing that habit. I'm a rule breaker on some things, but not on wasting money with a ticket. One time I got 3 tickets in 1 week, and I went, all right, that's it.
Wow.
It was all just not thinking, rushing. One time I was just talking to my mom in the car, just having too much fun, so I started using speed control, which is a good thing to do when you do embroidery. See,
I've never done embroidery. And that's why I think I'm so fascinated with this. But my mouth is,
Do you color? Have you ever colored in a coloring book?
yeah.
This is a lot like it. Because you're holding on to this little thing right here. You bought it, didn't you?
Yeah.
I feel like you bought everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
I watched your orders come in. My hands are slippery from the lotion. But, so if you were to color, you'd be doing that. It's the same thing I'm doing over here. So
For me, it's just that eye to needle coordination. Yeah.
So I was just moving my fingers like this. That's how I was doing it. Same thing, hand down, moving only fingers. Don't push down because it's not a crayon. Oh, I just love it. And should I just do pink in there, save time? I'm not gonna ask.
Oh, in the polka dots, yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna do the big stitch on the polka dots. So they're gonna stick out. That's a neat thing about if you don't do the small stitch underneath first, and you just do It's very slow. See how slow the machine is running?
Yes.
So you can take your speed control way down so that you can't accidentally go too fast, and you can do cross stitch on things.
Oh,
But you have to start, you know. I know
yeah.
part of your brain goes, you're right, you can do top cross stitch. Not me, but you know, and if you never do it, then you never will be good at it. So you have to start somewhere. Elbows down, shoulders relaxed.
I never did cross stitch, but I did do needlepoint, which is similar.
Sure. So anything you can do by hand with a needle, you can do by machine. Faster. But you need electricity.
Yeah, that does help. Yeah.
Can't sit on the couch. The lotion made my eggs disappear.
Uh-oh.
Don't use lotion. Uh-oh, it's
Oops.
right. Oh no, I've lost my eggs. So funny. Oh my god.
Oh.
I don't mean to be funny. You know, that's some of my kids are always like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, mother. I can't believe you just said that. And I'm like, what'd I say? And like half the time, you make me bust up and you just don't even know how silly you just sounded. No idea what I said. Why are you laughing? For years, I was like, even if your dog chews it up, as long as he spits out the foot, we give you a new foot. And everyone would laugh. And I was like, why is that so funny? And it wasn't until
I'm sure it's happened. Yeah.
So one of my customers said, because the other thing is they could poop it out. That's why it's funny. And I'm like, oh, now I get why you guys all laugh at me. I'm gonna put black thread in and get the outlines done so I don't wipe off anymore. And when I do that, I'm changing my bobbin to a black bobbin. Because you do not want to have your bobbin thread pop up to the top. Come on, bobbins.
I would think you would want to keep it yellow just to blend in with the towel.
No,
No?
you want to make sure that the top of the towel looks good. That's more important than the back of the towel. These are class 15, also known as J. Bobbins. We don't offer the other sizes unless you want a special order one. Because more people have this style than any other. Black thread, where are you? Is that Invasifil or Polyfill? Looks like Invasifil. Polyfast. I keep saying polyfill and it's not, it's polyfast. As polyfill is the stuff you stuff stuffed animals with.
Oh.
Stuck in my head. The stuff that's in this. Talk.
Oh, I just realized what you were showing us. It was your elbow pillow. Okay.
I feel like I'm putting you guys to sleep, am I?
No.
So lay on the bed. Feel your body relax. Let all the muscles go.
See, I told you you'd be good at meditations.
I am good at meditating. I realize that not everyone can achieve it too, so I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you have that soothing, calming voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I didn't know till I met you all. All right, lower the foot. I already did. I gotta do these eggs first before they disappear completely. Okay, so it's gonna be a cartoon. Now's when it matters. This is when you can get really stressed out because it's color, super contrasting to everything else. This is gonna cut the cover up. Whenever I have to do something really precise, I usually shut up for a minute.
That's okay.
Sorry, I banged on that.
That's okay, because we get quiet too when you're doing that.
Yeah,
So I'm going really slow with my hands making the stitch really tiny. And that's how the cover-up's going to cut clean away, because I do that. And I would go around every outline with 2 rows of stitching. Because then you can be deliberately messy, right? You guys are learning that, right?
Right.
Try not to be perfect. Do deliberate mistakes like that. Then nobody expects you to be perfect anywhere else on the object. And I have no idea if I did that egg right at all. So now I gotta come out here and mess this one up too on purpose. So this one I think had stripes. So let's make some stripes.
Charlie Brown stripes, huh?
So one pattern for several different things. I can cut my thread, or I can just raise the foot, cut the needle thread, pop over here, lower the foot again, and not have to bring the bobbin thread up again. And I do that because I don't like bringing the bobbin thread up. Now this is a toe, he needs his toe. Oops, I went too far. No, I didn't. Because this is like the top of the foot. These are the little details that come up when you actually do the outline. You want to be messy. Gotta be messy. Deliberately mess up. Now it comes to life. Generally, I do this at the end, and then it's so striking to see it all pop. But why not? We'll just do it now. I usually, by the way, always have my stick and rinse on top of this. And it's the stick and rinse on top that stops your fingers from smearing the ink. Oops, he got a round tooth. It's because I'm sideways, I'm not looking at it the right way.
So you know how to fix that, right?
I have white thread. We will cover that with white thread. Isn't he cute? I should really
He
just
is
stop.
cute.
I should stop and go, all right, this is what you do.
But you're having too much fun.
You know me too well. Mess it up. Every time I mess it up, I think of Lorelei. If you look at all of her... Sorry, I was hitting my phone. I look at all of her work, and all of her work has messy lines.
Oh, you're right. I still have this on my hoops.
What?
I still have this on my hoops.
You just need to do it, girl.
I know, I've done half of it, so.
I have a hard time stopping when I do embroidery. When my nieces were really young, I made them all towels with Disney characters because they're all heavily into Disney. And I woke up the next morning at my machine.
Oh, wow.
With my head against it because I couldn't stop. I was having too much fun.
Yeah, I wasn't a Disney so much as a Looney Tunes.
Whoops.
I liked Looney Tunes a lot more than Disney.
But you can do whatever you want. So here I really messed up, but I haven't done the white thread yet. So I can cover that up. I should give you guys the original fluffier looking drawing because in embroidery you can make it fluffy easier than applique. So does that make you feel better when you're doing your embroidery with Lorelei's thing, that it's supposed to be messy? Have you been trying to be really perfect with it?
Well, I've kind of been trying to be really perfect, but now I see it does better when you don't.
Yeah, you feel better as well. It's so much more relaxing when your mistake is not making a mistake.
I just have trouble noticing if I filled everything in until I'm through, and it's like, oh, I missed some spots.
Every time you stop with a color, if you hold it up to the light, you'll be less likely to forget something. Sorry, it was a tight spot. I had to think. And it's also white underneath black. Hop over. But you can see I don't always bring the bobbin thread up. It's a lot quicker to transition from one spot to another. I forgot to make a mistake on the other side. Both pupils are going the same direction because light always hits the pupil the same way on both eyes. Louder sound from the thread needle going through the stabilizer, going through and hitting the thread. So if you sit too long in one spot, you'll start hearing it thump. And it's not as loud to you guys as it is to me because of my microphone.
Yeah, it makes kind of a tapping sound.
It's more of a thump, 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 thump sound. You just can't hear it as well as I can. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, no.
That was the first one today, Claire.
No, it's not. I did it a couple times.
I heard you say whoopsie before that.
I did a couple times. Right, Wendy? Didn't you hear me do it before?
No.
She's not going to admit it.
She must have done it when she was at the copier or something.
Yeah, that could be.
You just don't. You just weren't paying attention.
When she got ink all over herself.
Oh, Claire, I always pay attention.
Amy would know. Amy's better at that. She's way too good at keeping track of when I make a mistake. I got my phone wrapped around lights and stuff, so, or my elbow, I mean. I need to move. If I go a little bit further out. Whoopsie, that's going back in. See? You know how often I say
but that was good. That was good.
Did you get dizzy?
No, I like that.
No, that close up.
Oh, you want it that close? But you're not seeing this. Okay.
That's okay. We know how it's supposed to work.
I know if you're watching, if we're watching on a smaller device than I'm embroidering on, it's nice to have it really big like that.
Yeah, I'm on an iPad, so it's nice like this.
Well, then you should have spoke up sooner.
Well, I didn't know it could go any closer.
I have this giant screen that I look at.
I've got my laptop is what I'm watching on.
I gotta come down here a little bit. And over here. Tying a knot is just kind of moving a little bit in a small area. Did I finish? It's never, should I go around the little circles? I didn't. I did in my drawing, so I probably should, huh?
In what circles?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize there were
Got a
spots.
small line. I should probably do it since it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fine
But
artist.
would you do it before or after you colored in?
You know, here's the thing. I generally would do all my embroidery and then go and outline after. However, it might be easier for you guys to outline first. And then you can cover up your outline if you mess up on it.
That's a good point.
One of these days I gotta fix this drawer. It drives me nuts opening all day long, all the time.
I thought you were using your artist putty.
It's you know, probably all the lotion I use.
Oh.
It's not sticking like it used to stick pretty well, but not anymore. Now, any carryovers you have on top, you also have on the bottom of your towel. And it's only a real problem if you tend to push down. But if you have a bunch of carryovers on the bottom, then you get caught on the machine. So it's a good idea when you feel the need to cut the top ones that you also, whoops, wrong way. I just need to go opposite of logic. And then you just cut your bobbin ones too so they don't get stuck on anything. And it's a lot easier to do that before taking the stick and tear off. I'm not done.
And what tension do you usually use?
This is really wrong, isn't it? You can tell the stitch doesn't look good as good as it should. The bobbin is too tight on this machine. 3. I go 1 number less than normal when I do embroidery.
Okay.
But most people are not going to be looking at the back of your towel. Better to have the top come to your bottom than the bottom come to your top. Sorry, it sounds
True.
funny. Some things sound funny to me. Okay, now I gotta
It's a Saturday, Claire.
get that black bobbin thread out. This is when I know I'm older, when I look at my hands this close. All right, here we go. Of course, I was freckled as a child, so they just look so big under these new high-def cameras. My hands look worse to me on the cell phone than on the other one. Stop bringing it up. Nobody cares, right? You don't care.
No, nobody notices your hands. We're looking at your handiwork.
My handiwork. All right, time to take the black thread off. Raise the foot to open the tension discs. Not a bad habit to speak out loud and say the things that are most important so you don't mess up royally. If you have a computerized machine, it won't let you sew with the foot up. But if you don't, it will make big loops on the bottom. And they call it the bird's nest. Look at how pretty that is. Should have done more with it.
Pretty.
I think I'm starting to miss purple. Time to do some purple.
Yeah,
stuff.
you've been neglecting us purple girls lately.
Should I do something with purple power in it? Or is that too silly?
Yeah. Nah.
Is that a man walking in the room or TV playing in the background?
Oh, it was this thing on the weather. It said that everybody was turning off their lights tonight, and I was looking to see why, not realizing it was going to be a video.
Huh. Okay, I have no idea what that means. So someone's filming something and they're trying to get an entire area to turn off their lights?
Well, it was the Weather Channel.
So they actually think everyone's watching? In our neighborhood, everyone turns out their lights at night. Because we have so much sky. It's consideration. Especially during the thunderstorms. Everybody likes to watch the thunder move across the plains.
The lightning.
Oh, yes, the lightning. Did I say that? Privet.
I like to watch the thunder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, Claire.
I don't know. Next, whatever you want. Saturday, I may not give you whatever you want. If I were going to use the cover up for something larger, this is what I do. I crisscross across like this to get the vinyl to stay, because I don't usually spray it. And this makes it so that, listen to me, I sound like the video's chopping, but it's not. My voice is just, my brain is chopping. So see how that then locks it in? And before I start to embroider, I go around really short stitches so that I know that the cover-up's going to tear away. So if you were going to use this for a monogram on a towel, that would be the way to do it. Do cross hatching all across. Then you would generally be using the color that you're using to match to your thread. And I'll show you that because I've got one hanging here.
Oh, okay.
Opposite of logic. Opposite of logic. It's still too.
I love it being close enough that I can see your stitches, though. Yeah.
Look at the camera's trying to focus on it. It's like a heart. It was like a heartbeat. Oh, I didn't get one of my carryovers. See, I didn't used to wear magnifying glasses. This has been seen by a lot of people, thousands of people at shows. So this is a pink cover up on top of a blue towel. And that's why you don't see any blue going anywhere on there. And that's a font. It was just a font from my computer.
A fancy font.
A fancy font. I'm like, I don't even get stressed at all about doing these lives with you guys. It's like I've known you guys so long now. It feels good. I feel safe in here with you guys.
You are.
You just get picked on.
I like that. I always got picked on. I was the youngest of 6.
Well, I come by it honestly. My whole family, picks. And so you learn to do it out of self-defense.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Especially if you have brothers. Brothers are better at being sarcastic.
I have a brother. He's 5 years younger than me.
And I had 3 to keep up with.
Oh my goodness, you poor thing.
Yeah, so now I'm going to go slow and move my hands faster to create bigger stitches. And this is kind of like what I was doing already, except for I'm doing it not all the way across. But you see how it's covering it faster?
Mm-hmm.
And this is just me going like that. Now I'll bring it in so you can see closer. Is that close enough?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going really slow. The machine is running slow. And I can move my hands slow. It's very relaxing. So while you might think this is harder, it's actually like, wow, get to take a break, get to rest. The machine's going slow. I can move slow. How slow can you go? And you can go 1 stitch. Machine is completely stopped. Go all the way over and do a stitch. Go all the way over, do a stitch. How easy is that?
Wow.
So this is really, really cool when you want to make something look dimensional, have it stick up bigger or higher than the towel.
Also helps you learn how to aim your needle.
Yeah, and I'm never looking at my needle. I'm going, I want it to go over there, and then I look there, and I go there. And it hovers over it. You'll get better at it, but you got to start. And give it more than, half hour today and a half hour 5 months from now. You need
I just can't get my head out of books lately. So.
Oh, I need to finish my novel then. By the way, I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were that close.
Want me to bring the cover in for you to see?
Please.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
So you
I
do
love
this
that
kind of
close.
stuff.
Huh?
Also, you do this stuff also.
Not really.
Oh.
I just started trying to learn how to use the hoops. And this is a lot of that. It's a Lorelei design.
Yep.
I just cut out the panel and I'm trying to learn how to color it in. So I dabble. I learned to sew by sewing masks. So that's when I got started. My mom used to sew, but I wasn't interested.
Oh, that's right. I'm not spotlighted. Spotlight? I'm like, why isn't it showing up?
There you are. Oh.
Ooh, I like that.
Like the cover?
Yeah.
The cover, it's not as good as it really is. This is how well my printer was able to do it. So it's real clear that there are brush strokes on there. But that's my daughter.
That's your daughter?
Yes. She's on the cover of 3 books already, so this will be the 4th book that she's on the cover of.
Oh wow, she's beautiful.
Thank
Yes.
I thought it was you. So
you. Oh God, no. I would never do that. But well, that now you know why it kind of looks like me. Except for she's got these amazing green eyes and yeah. So Beyond the Brushstrokes coming soon.
nice.
Can't
I
wait.
like that.
So that's what I have in front of me when I'm typing. So keep me focused.
Your inspiration.
Yeah, I started it when my kids were too young to read it. So that's how long ago. Replace spotlight. There we go.
I wish we could get that close up on your Thursdays.
See, instead, you're just going to get more good content. There's only so much bandwidth that my computer, I don't live in a heavily populated area. I don't have
I have trouble watching sometimes because once kids get home from school, we're at the end of the line for the internet service. So everybody else gets a chance at it before our house does.
Is that how it works?
It's yeah, I've had AT&T people tell me, yeah, it's not going to get any faster than that. So
That's a drag.
and yeah, sometimes like when a bunch of people are on it, like kids right out of school, then service gets kind of spotty. What was that color you just took away?
Teal.
I'm threading that on the machine right now.
Oh, good, because that was pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was bigger, so I had more of it to do. It's all right. I'll use it for the biggest egg on that side. Okay, I know you want me to go zoom.
Yeah, I like that.
It looks good though, because
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Your wish is my command today.
Oh, now I can see your polka dots.
You couldn't see them before?
Needle strokes. Yeah.
You know, if I'm not remembering to zoom back in, you guys need to remind me because I'm not used to being able to do that. So I'm not perfect, you know.
Pretty close though.
I love you. This is another way to tie a knot. Now that thread is stuck in there, right? Held in place. And that end's never going to come out. We can kind of zigzag across it a little bit to make sure it's secured. Try not to bump it with my elbow. Once again, slow sewing makes more thread get laid down at the same time. Much easier to turn it this way so you can see that you're filling in. 8 holes make it so you can. 8 holes on the frame. That's what I'm meaning to say, which you can't really see because it's so zoomed in. So because we have 8 holes on that, you're able to spin the hoop around and not have to keep it in one position while you embroider. Elbows down, shoulders relax. Definitely.
I never would have thought to go long ways like that. I probably would have gone the short way.
I don't know what you mean. What are you saying? Say it again.
Going like top to bottom instead of left to right.
And you can work in sections too. So you can just do part of the egg and then move up here and do part of the egg. And the reason you can is because you're using a straight stitch.
Right.
So just kind of think of it as coloring. And if you say out loud, I'm coloring, you're more likely to keep your fingers moving instead of trying to move your hands. Because remember, it's just the same thing you do with the coloring book. So if you say, I'm coloring, your brain goes, oh, we do that with our hand down. We color moving fingers, not arms. So now to get all of that white dotting to come to be hidden, we do this long stitch over it. And it's much easier to use speed control, but I'm not because I'm filming. Whoopsie. This make up for me not having time to do whatever you want Saturday during COVID. Tina?
Yes,
Am I forgiven?
I guess.
Now you see,
Yes, you're forgiven.
see that spot in there? I need to go in between that line with this thread. Otherwise it'll just be white vinyl right there. That's the only problem with doing your outline stitch before.
And possibly losing it as you're coloring in.
Yeah, I usually leave a gap for my outline stitches. One of my most popular videos is like me doing an advertisement of the Octahoops, and I use this really relaxing music, and people go, I don't even sew, but I'm so into this video. So I think it is my voice thing that I didn't realize that people feel that way about my voice until recently.
Till I kept telling you.
Is it you?
Yep, you're so relaxing, Claire. You should do meditation audios.
It's not just you though, because I have people on phone calls too. So once there were more than one person saying it, I'm like, okay, this is coming up often. But my channel is on sewing. It'd be kind of weird for me just to drop one in all of a sudden, wouldn't it? But I want to show you how to sit and ergonomics and stuff, so I thought I might tie it in with that. Next, egg. Egg. When I say egg, it reminds me of my friend. Gosh, my brain, come on, looking at her. Rosa from Applequick. And she couldn't say egg so that people could understand her in the United States. She's from Spain.
Eggies.
She would say ugh.
Oh.
Where are the Uggs? And they go, where are the what?
I don't own any Uggs.
So when I met her, she was like, please help me. Every time I come to the United States and I go into Trader Joe's, I can't, what color should I do this egg? I cut it off on that picture. I was supposed to do blue and yellow, but I don't think blue would go really nice next to that color.
No.
Maybe a lavender.
Ooh.
Ooh, I need to do that. Ooh, this one. And that. Those two.
Oh, yeah.
Not going to satisfy the purple in you.
Thank you.
Hi, Tinky Dink. Hey, baby girl. You sleepy? Oh, yawns. She's like, it's so boring when mommy does this.
Where's Chase?
You probably are going to bring him in. He's out of the way.
Sorry.
Good. Should I do the stripe dark? Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll do the light one first. I think what I like about embroidery also is it's not as strict. You don't have to think as much as you do when you do applique. This piece has to go down first, and you know, I just love embroidery. I remember when I learned how. My mother and I both took a class from the lady that Lucille Graham, the inventor of machine embroidery.
Oh, wow.
And we took a class from her in Studio City, California.
I think that's how I found you was you were doing a demonstration video on you can do embroidery with your regular sewing machine.
Ah. And my
think
you
it
know,
was the butterfly.
you know who else was in that class?
Oh.
The one who started Sulky.
Oh.
We met each other there. She's the one who started getting everyone to stop doing it without a foot. She's the one that got everyone to go start using the foot. The spring needle was first, and then that, and I was like, why? Don't do that. So much easier not. But people were sewing through their fingers.
Oh.
It's all in how you're taught. So how do you sew through your finger? You look at your finger, and then you'll gravitate toward it. If you have a pattern on the fabric, I was leaning against my phone again. Oh, I'm not zoomed in. So you guys aren't reminding me.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know, bumping the phone when it's close is worse.
I'm not used to you being able to zoom in.
We'll learn, right? And then we'll go. Then you'll ask me during the week, and I'll go, I can't.
I can't do that.
So here's the thing: it's not as good a video on Zoom, but I can do more with it.
Yeah, I like the close-ups. That's great.
But I was watching someone today or recently that brought in his camera from another. He's in another state, and he uses OBS. I'll raise the foot. I'm like, why isn't the thread coming out? Who's teacher? I gotta not forget to make his little eyebrows and his whiskers, which are blue, because he's a bunny.
Oh,
So don't let me forget, all right?
okay.
Did one of you just open a soda?
Yes.
Oh, that sounded so refreshing. What is it?
Diet Coke.
Aren't I nosy?
Diet Coke.
Uh-huh. It's not beer. You sure?
Well, it's a little early yet.
I have no idea.
Hey, it's 3 o'clock where I am.
How
so-
long have I been on? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock here too, I guess.
This is the bonus.
Couple hours.
This is the bonus of whatever you want. This is why you pay for VIP. You get more of me. Oops. Can't thread the needle twice. Yes, you can. With 2 different colors of thread. Oh man, I pushed all the wrong.
Will it let you do that?
Yes, it will. Want me to show you? No.
Sure. No, you're on a roll here.
I've done it before on my during live. Go back and try to find it. Once you get how long my lives go, it's like that is hilarious. And Bob wanted his wife to see. He bought her the thread dispenser. He's like, I'd like a video to show her. And I'm like, I use it a lot. I show it often on my lives. And I sent him my first appearance on a video. The flash to the flash in the past, or past from the flash, whatever. What is that called? Blast from the past?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Look at that's cute.
That is cute.
Should I put some polka dots on this one?
No,
Oh, stop.
leave one plain.
Time for white. Oh, I can do the green on the leaves first, or the leaves. Raise the foot.
Green on the leaves, or you have blue eyes, right?
Oh, I forgot. Blue eyes. Really light blue. There's a gray and a blue. Because the bunny's white. So, I need to grab that. This is the color I used. They were like this on the drawing.
Oh.
Oh.
Because your eyes aren't white. We think they are. But if you draw eyes or paint a painting and you use white, it looks weird. Our eyes are kind of a grayish white. The shadows cast on them. That's still a little bit too dark. But I don't know. Do I have that kind of shade light?
But it's your bunny, so.
Yeah. What color are you going to do the flower?
It's white.
Oh, it's white. Okay.
I know, it's kind of boring, huh? Are you gonna just do white? So what if it's white?
It's a daisy. Ooh.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I think I'll do that for the blue. See, because the white of his eye, if I have it white and he's white, it's not as much, it's not noticeable. So I'm going to use that here, and then I'm going to go darker blue in that. I could do yellow. I was thinking about having a yellow center, but I've been doing too many sunflowers lately. I feel like people are getting annoyed.
Yeah, you have been on a sunflower kick for a while.
All she
haven't
does
you?
is sunflower. Sunflower this, sunflower that.
It started with your pillows, I think.
Yeah, because I'm making things for me. So I have touches of sunflowers throughout my living room. I did finally put the placemat out there underneath the lamp, and I love it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I snapped a picture. So I was thinking about sharing that stuff in the school with you guys. This is where I put my sunflower stuff. But I'm not going to go overboard and have everything have sunflowers because I'm not that way.
Yeah, and you did a sunflower shirt.
And then Ukraine happened.
Then that you never wear.
I do too. I wore it once. I try not to.
I was going to say once.
I try not to wear the same thing too often on my show. Round eye. Close enough?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a couple symptoms from having COVID. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I should share with you guys so you guys are familiar with it, so you know in case you get it. One is my hair all of a sudden started falling out really fast, scared the living daylights out of me. And it's called shedding.
Shedding.
Yeah, we shed like dogs. I'm shedding. Shedding season. It's 3 months after a major illness. Your body sheds hairs, and it can be very shocking. And it happens all of a sudden, and then I also have been smelling strange smells, gasoline, and like someone was carrying around a half-smoked cigarette. That's what it smelled like, and for days, 2 weeks.
So you've got hypersensitive smell now.
It's a hallucination. My nose is hallucinating. But it's not really it's not really your nose, it's your brain. So my brain is hallucinating. And it's what they call it, no. I don't remember the name. I looked it up yesterday. I'm like, this is just ridiculous. I just keep smelling these smells, and it can't be, there's got to be something going on.
Ever since you were sick, or?
No, just a couple weeks.
Oh.
The last couple weeks, first it started out as cigarette smoke, and everywhere I went, I smelled cigarette smoke, and anyone with me did not. So that's when you go, okay, so I'm the only one smelling this. So either it's a ghost, or something's going on, and I tried not to worry about it. And then it stopped being cigarette smoke, and then a couple days without it, and then it switched to dirt. I smelled wet dirt.
Oh. Can you zoom a little bit?
Oh, sorry. Dang.
Please.
See how good that is?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's even better, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
You sound very excited.
I am.
Now I want to make sure that circle stays a circle. I didn't use white thread.
Oh, for the highlight. Okay.
Yeah. But it needs to be a circle. So this week now I'm smelling gasoline smells.
Ew.
And I looked it up, and apparently it's going to go away, but I almost feel like I could taste it. It's just awful.
When
if
you had
so do you have any symptoms like that? Just know that if you had COVID, that it's a common side effect. Because they're really not talking about stuff like that with people.
No, they're not. They don't even talk about the long, what do they call it? The long COVID.
Long COVID. Yeah. Long haulers or.
when you had COVID, did you lose your smell?
I did a little bit. Yeah. Taste. I lost my taste. I don't know if I lost
Oh,
my
you've
smell.
always had good taste.
I have. I have super, super, super sensitive smelling all the time. So maybe if you don't have really strong sense of smell, you won't notice this as much. But some people are like, they can't even function because it gets so strong smelling.
Well, I remember it was before COVID. I had been in the hospital for like 6 weeks. And when they transported me by ambulance to like rehab, oh, the smell of the exhaust on the ambulance.
That's what I'm
Before they shut
smelling.
the door. Oh, that was awful.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
smelling this week. It's diesel
The exhaust.
Diesel exhaust. That's what it's, yeah. And we had my neighbor was taken away by ambulance the other day. And they sat outside my house for a while, so I just thought that was it. And then I'm like, they've been gone for a day.
Oh, wow.
No way I'm still smelling their exhaust tomorrow, the next day. So, and then I'm like, okay, so it was cigarettes, then it was dirt, now it's this. What is going on with me? And I looked it up, and sure enough, it's COVID.
Oh, wow. So, Wendy, what state are you in?
North Dakota.
Ah,
Yes.
so we're all over the place.
Which one should I use?
Uh,
Sorry for coughing.
what are we using it for?
The leaves.
The
And
leaves?
the stem.
The bright one.
Yeah.
The one on the right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, okay. They're both bright to me.
Well, one of them,
Neon.
the one on the right is like neon. Yeah.
So pretty. I like
The other one looked more bluish than green, I thought.
You're right. It has a blue tint to it. This one's more minty.
Minty
or lime.
fresh.
This is lime. Lime in the coconut. Sorry.
Definitely lime. Yeah.
The only thing about embroidery is I end up with thread everywhere. And I have to put it all away. I'm going to have to put these numbers out for you guys too, so you have it. Gotta ending with white, so ending with that. All right, we're good. Talking to myself so I don't forget anything. I remembered to zoom in.
Yay. Wow.
Don't bump it. I gotta put my glasses on. It looks like grapes. So in this, on the stem, I'm gonna go all the way up, and remember, we want to be messy. Sometimes the outline is on the inside, sometimes the outline's on the outside. And I'm gonna do little sections at a time, but I could also do something really neat like this and go forward and back, and then do a couple small ones in between, and then big forward and back, so it'll look like hand embroidery. If you ever do that and you want to put something like that on a quilt, you gotta make sure you do small stitches in there too, otherwise it can get stuck under someone's toenail. A child's toenail. You're not laughing. Why not? I thought that was funny.
No, I was thinking about it. That would be awful. Yeah.
So now I split the leaf in half, and I'm going back and forth at an angle.
Like the veining. Yeah.
And the camera's able to keep up with this?
Yes.
Oh, that's really just awesome. Okay, so back and forth, and it makes a big stitch. coming to the end of that stitch makes it look like a hand stitch. You're able to see that, right? Because you're not making any noise. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of Zoom. Is I don't have to be the only one talking. Slow down.
But I'm so used to you being the only one that can talk.
We'll get better at this.
No, Claire, it's over there.
I know some of you are yelling at on that, telling me where something is. I'm like, oh, I wish I could hear them. I don't want to appear flaky. It's just the cameras and all this equipment is in front of me.
Or else it's you're on mute. Unmute.
Oh yeah, Claire, we can't hear you.
So, you know, I filmed that quick video this morning, and afterward, it looked like I had done it all muted. And I was like, oh, man.
Oh
I'm
no.
embarrassing. Because I couldn't get the volume to come on my phone when I tried to play it back. And then I played it back.
Did you get inside the stem for the right leaf?
So it looks bizarre, but that's just because that's an outline. That's a mistake on purpose.
Oh, it just looks like I don't see any green in there.
To sit now.
Yeah.
Little bit.
You guys should do more.
Yeah.
Or rip out those outline stitches. All right, if it bothered you and it bothered me, then it's wrong. Okay, lower the foot. It's just a really big outline.
It's a big leaf. It's a big leaf. You're seeing the bottom of it and then the top of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I messed up more than I should have messed up on that outline stitch.
But that's what it looks like. It looks like you're seeing the bottom of the leaf and then it curls over and you see the top.
Okay. Do you see?
Trust us.
Do you see how I did the stitch direction on that?
Yeah, that looks good.
So it looks more like a leaf. And that is a really tiny leaf for that big of a stem. But I already did outline stitch and I'm getting really hungry. I have not eaten. Oh, my nails look terrible. It's time to do them again. But they're my nails. They're mine.
It's like 1:20 your time, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh, God. 10 off.
No, wait, we're only an hour apart now.
Well, there I go. Here I go again. I'm not going to finish the placemat today. I got to. See, I got carried away.
But it was fun.
Your fault. I got carried away.
I can live with that.
All right. Time for some white thread. Right? Oh, I didn't do his nose. Gotta do his nose.
Oh, I knew there was something missing in that area, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
I don't even need the other camera. I should just turn it off. This one's like strobing though. Woo woo woo. It's having a party. Okay, pink nose first.
You gonna use the same pink you did for the ears?
I could do a darker one.
Oh, I was thinking the same.
I could do a darker pink.
Oh no, that's too dark.
You know.
Yeah. One on the left.
Yeah, I designed it with the same color. Soft pink bunny. Pink bunny nodes. Come on, get in there. Thank you.
Oh, and you still have to do the whiskers too.
Blue. Maybe I'll use that for the whiskers. Maybe. I'll do whatever I want. No, I won't, because you guys, Tina goes,
That's
no,
true.
no, do that. No, you say
Well,
no.
I
You
like
know that
how
you
on
say no to me.
Thursdays you ask us, what color would you like? And we tell you, and then you go, I'm going to use this. It's something totally different.
Why? Because it takes you guys too long to type. By the time I read what you've written, almost a minute has passed. It's very it's not the same as Zoom.
Well, it's we're not as slow typing. It's like as soon as we hear what you said, we're typing.
Right, but
So,
there's a lag on the
a lag before you see it.
yeah, I say something. That's why I wear an earpiece on Thursdays, but I don't have to during Zoom calls. So if I'm live on YouTube and Facebook, in order to sync them all together, there's 40 or 30-second delay.
Oh,
Does that make me seem a little bit more sane?
a little, a little.
So when I say something funny and you guys make a joke, I don't see it for a while.
Yeah, by the time we respond to something, you've already forgotten what you said.
That's why, because I've already said a bunch of other things that you haven't heard yet. It's living in the future. I live in the future. You're way
In the past.
You're way in the past, but you're not aware of it. It's
Well, that makes total sense now, anyway.
yeah. Hi, Tinkerbell. You waking up? Nope. Just shifting in her
Are you
chair.
still trying to do live from Facebook too?
It is working.
It is.
Yeah, the restream is definitely working now. It was my computer was syncing with another computer, and you know, Windows thinks it's so cool that you can share your settings with different devices, and I did not choose for it to do that. At least I didn't know I did. So that's what was going on.
Oh,
But last time I should not have had any lagging, and there was.
yeah, it wasn't until like the very end though, I think.
And then it went away.
Yeah.
So that's bandwidth. Because my computer.
Nothing you can do about that.
Nope. There's too many people watching Ukraine right now, I think.
Zoom. Zoom in, please.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Zoom chat. Gotta say the word in. That's funny.
I realized that's what you thought after I said it. It's like, okay, let me rephrase.
So if you don't do the curve, the shadows on your thread, because it's just white on white, so it's the shadows that make the thread appear to have different shades in it. So if you don't go curving with a curved object, it will look weird.
It doesn't look white to me. It looks like a pale blue.
Or a silver
Or
kind of.
silver.
And it's
Yeah.
it's just the light playing on it.
Uh,
And their thread is really unique to any other polyester thread. It has trilobal is what they call it. And it has a diamond cut surface to it.
Does Polyfast?
Yeah, so it shows up more. A regular white on white like that would not show up that much. That's pretty.
Yeah.
It's more glistening.
Yeah, it is.
And I like the price. It's so much cheaper than. And you're not seeing me have shredded.
It worked.
I just can't imagine it. I mean, I might need to dump some video off of this computer, but it's terabyte. I don't need to keep them in here. The ones I've already uploaded. But everything takes time. So I should be like with my face closer with my magnifying glasses to see that I've covered all the white. And I'm not because I'm filming.
Thank you.
There we go. So the shape of the head would kind of change all the way around, coming in to the eyeball and coming out. Does that make sense? And one of the things you can do before you start to make it easier when you're learning is to actually, draw a line like this.
Well, and you just think about, what What does their fur look like?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you say that, but especially when you're learning, people tend to be not that clear-headed. You may even start feeling a little bit drunk and space out and not even pay attention to what you're doing because it becomes so much fun. I don't really know the because. All I know is sometimes 3 hours go by and I'm like, oh my God, I totally forgot that I was even doing this. Just get so relaxed in it. So I'm going faster because I can. Was the camera able to keep up me going that fast?
Yep.
I need to get new cameras for Thursday. Can't afford it right now.
Yeah, the needle doesn't quite keep up, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's
yeah, but that's okay. I mean, we're still seeing what you're doing.
boom, 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 boom.
Because I mean, the camera's keeping up with what you've got on the octi hoop. So
Yeah, it's the needle that I would love for it to be able to keep up with the needle.
yeah, well, it was when you were doing it a little slower. But yeah, go ahead and keep going fast.
So what's really nice about this is the white underneath. If I don't get all that white off or I don't cover it completely, no one's ever gonna know because that vinyl's never gonna wash out. Now to make his knuckle look bigger, I'm gonna do the big stitches, and that kind of makes that bigger than his, or closer to you. In my head I go slow hands, big stitch. So if you say it out loud, you'll be more likely to do it. Now I'm going to go this way, big. So the same color thread ends up looking like it's different, significantly different than the thread behind it, even though it's the same color thread.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does. Hmm.
Now we're going to come over here and I'm going to do the same thing for his cheeks. We want his cheeks to be bigger. And if I do too many stitches below it, it loses some of that puff that's already there. So I'm not going to do that. I want to keep it slow hands, big stitch.
Can you move it up a little bit? Because our pictures are covering up the screen. There, yeah, there.
Is it too big?
No.
No.
Are you sure?
It's just it was too low, so we couldn't see over ourselves. So.
It
oh,
is
and that'll
harder.
go with the whiskers too. Yeah.
It is more difficult for me to do the big stitch and talk. I also, when I do the big stitch, sway. My whole body moves with it. I can get nauseous if I do it too long. But it seems to only be that when I do it side to side.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's when you sit there and go, okay, I'm not on a boat, but maybe I would get seasick if I went on a boat and it had too much waves. Big stitch, slow hands. So I say that out loud, my brain hears me and it adjusts the foot control. Because otherwise I'd be going, okay, what speed am I going? And speaking out loud of all the different details. But my brain knows how to do it. Just giving
I guess teeth are up and down.
Yes, you're right. So now we're going to do his teeth. Big stitches. Really slow hands. Because it's smaller. So I have to use more control. Big teeth. Big teeth. Big stitch. Slow.
Well, they are big teeth too.
And now we're going to do small stitches to make his chin drop below his teeth. Slow stitches are simply fast machine. faster hands or slow hands. Oh, knuckles. More big stitches. Come on. Slow hands, big stitch. And my left hand is just riding along for the ride. It's not doing anything to control this. Now, if I wanted to make this knuckle appear more bent, I could do a half stitch going this direction. And then come down at an angle on that direction. That makes sense?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think it looks better to just go big. So I'm going to go big over it. But time to practice is to practice underneath your big stitches. This is a small design. I'm so excited that I have this for Easter now. So this is what I was thinking, is that I keep getting companies wanting to digitize things for me. I could create designs like this and also sell the design for embroidery machines. Do any of you have an embroidery machine?
Nope.
Nope.
I do. It's in the closet, sitting on the floor for 2 years now. I have no desire to do it. I prefer to play and color on my own sewing machine. It's kind of, I get jealous of the machine having all that fun. When I taught a live class in a store that did embroidery classes, and they had 27 sewing machines and 120 students or something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I taught that class and people were fighting. So I was like, I can never do this again. They were like, if I knew she was going to sit at the machine, they actually came up to my table and told on each other. It was like they were little kids. That was so cute. If I knew that she was going to spend a half an hour, I would have taken longer at the machine. So I had to like get people to stop and take turns because they wanted to play. And then I go, this is what it feels like to me when I watch a machine do the embroidery for me. But that's Bob Riddle. He comes
Riddle.
in.
Yeah.
He was one of the students in that class.
Oh, he was?
That's where I met him, yeah. And he's been a groupie ever since. Super
Yeah, I
fun.
think he always comes in on Facebook instead of YouTube.
Yeah, he's a Facebook person. And he's like, I don't like cats. I'm a dog person.
I don't like dogs. I'm a cat person.
And he's like, I don't paper piece. So I'm like, all right, just don't tell me. Just keep it to yourself. That's a sign of a student that gets what they want usually from me, huh? Almost done. I'm so glad I took the time to
He is so cute.
finish it. Are you like him? I enjoyed drawing him. I drew him digitally on the computer using Photoshop. And I also have a program called Corel Paint that I'm trying to learn because I can literally paint. There's different thickness of paint that you can bring on the screen. And so it's like painting on an easel.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.
And then I can do more designs faster than waiting for oil paint to dry. But yeah, I mean, somebody else wanted me to show how I design patterns. I don't know if you guys are interested in doing software stuff too. But there'll be like mini courses in the school, probably, because it's out of the norm. Not everyone's going to want it, and it takes a lot of time. Am I done with the white? No, his eyes.
Yeah,
I really like the way that white changes like that.
And every color will do that. So
Yeah, I noticed the blue and the pink are doing that too. Yeah.
It's all light play. And that's why I like this embroidery thread over all others. It increases that.
Are you making the flower white?
Oh, I forgot the flower. You're like, I'm not letting you go until you're done.
And then you got to do the whiskers. So, you know.
I'm going to do the big stitch again. I think that'll be cool. But it's too big, so I'm going to do an under stitch first. Am I bumping the cell phone? So do an under stitch first to get it mostly covered. Because that's too big of a stitch. It'll be more likely to fall apart in laundering. And then come across. Slow hand, big stitch, slow hand, big stitch. Okay, fill it in. And nobody's eye can see that the needle move that fast. So know that the only reason I'm able to, I'm looking at the border of where I'm filling in rather than watching the needle. Once you stop looking at the needle, you'll get better at it. In the beginning, it's hard not to look at the needle because it's scary. But once you stop, you'll go, wow, I just did that without looking at the needle. She said I could. I didn't believe her, but oh my god, I stopped looking at the needle. I've had people tell me that when they use the Satinedge Foot. I go, don't look at the needle. Look at the front of the foot. And they're like, I totally stopped looking, and now I can sew without looking, and I don't understand why. I'm like, don't try to think about it. We don't have to understand everything. Just do what I say.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah, don't do what I do half the time. I'm better when I'm not live. Everything is easier when you're not teaching at the same time. But the only reason it's easier for me now is because I did a lot of it. My first embroidery on using the hoops, even though I invented them, was not worthy of anything. I remember I embroidered a hat for my daughter, and she goes, nah, I don't want it. Nope. And I'm like, wow, I gotta get better at this. So if you look at how an embroidery machine moves, it has a straight stitch. It doesn't use zigzag stitches. The needle just goes straight up and down. And that's what we are. We are, in essence, the embroidery unit. And the machine slows down when it does big stitches. It's releasing the thread tension. We don't have that ability. We don't have a little fairy in the machine that is reducing the tension on a big stitch. So we reduce our speed. And the hoop, because of its shape, locks the... It's that octagon shape that locks everything in place. You can't see anything, but it's too close. Too close. Can't even come out for a minute. So the octagon shape is what makes this hold in place and not pucker. If it was round hoop, everything started moving in. Square hoops, the hoop started bending. So it was the octagon shape that made this possible for us to do without reducing tension when we change stitch direction. So if you were to try to do this design using these giant stitches with any other free motion hoop, you would fail, is what I'm trying to say. We used to have to embroider on a separate fabric and then move it onto the fabric we wanted to as an applique. That's how machine embroidery was done before the octi hoops. And before embroidery machines were developed by Janome, was the first company that came out with a embroidery machine that you could embroider. Singer had something like it, but Janome perfected it. And then they lost the market share. They got beat by Baby Lock Brother. Brother became more advanced than them. They're still trying to get the market share back from their own invention. And you're not talking, so I'm not sure you guys are there.
We're here.
We're here.
We're listening.
Rambling, telling you unnecessary data.
No, it was interesting.
Am I done, Tina? Or Wendy?
Yep, except for whiskers.
Oh, the whiskers. See, I
Yeah,
need you guys.
whiskers.
If I didn't have you, I'd probably film the whole thing and forget. And no, you don't want to do that because you don't want to pull everything off the hoop and have to re-hoop it. You can, but you don't want to. Nobody wants to do that. You want to be done. That's a good color. It's different than the other blue. Makes me want to do little birds, like a little hummingbird flying around. No, Claire, stop it. I still have to ink that hummingbird and the flower on the other thing. We could do that next week if you want. I heard you say you haven't taken your inks out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really into it?
Like I said, I've been so into books lately that I haven't.
What books do you read?
Urban fantasy.
Urban fantasy. I don't even know that genre.
Vampires, werewolves, all
Really?
that in modern day settings. Yeah.
I watched a movie the other day and the editor was like, if I see another vampire book, I am going to explode. But apparently there's not enough of those. Because it's like I belong to some writers groups and there's almost all of them are writing that kind of book.
Well, I've gotten into a group that's it's PWF, it's powerful women's fiction. So all of the female heroes are at least in their 40s when they come into their supernatural powers. Yeah. So that's interesting, Yeah. Instead of it being teenagers that,
I get that. I mean, now I understand why there's so many. Okay, so those are his eyebrows, and they look like one big unibrow because I have to cut the carryover stitch.
Oh, is that why? Okay.
Let's cut the carryover stitch now then. It's like bothering me too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Better.
Better.
Aw, yeah, so cute. Now he has expression. Now he's like, what are you doing?
He looks excited.
Could do little black circles on there. No, he's too small. All right. I designed this with 4 whiskers, and I didn't draw the whiskers on the other cheek. Isn't that funny? I just noticed that. Look. Don't ruin the needle. Don't ruin the needle.
Oh, you didn't.
Nobody caught it until now. Look at that. So 4 whiskers is a good number. There's only 3 on there. Only 3 whiskers. Well, I'm doing a little circle and then I'm coming out. Going out into the white. Coming back. Back over it again. One more time. So 3 times. Because there's not going to be any, the terry cloth loops are going to come around that. Now I'm going to take this one farther out of the cheek. Do a little dot. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Sorry.
That's okay. When you said 3 times, I was thinking 3 times a lady.
Were you? It's not just me. Okay, go out. So yeah, I took it all the way out to the egg.
Oh, wow.
All the way out to the ugh. We don't talk well on the phone. I haven't talked to her in since COVID started now. We talk only texting on Facebook or WhatsApp. We both just are waiting for life to get back to normal. If I do any kind of show in the future, it'll probably be as a keynote speaker kind of thing. Teach a class where you guys have your tushes in the chair. But no
Make
more.
us do the work, huh?
Yeah, no more of that. It's not that the sitting, I liked it, sitting at the sewing machine just like I do now, but I didn't like all the stuff getting ready to go to one of those shows. Say what you like. No,
And being away from home.
Yeah. I reach a lot more of you this way anyway. I mean, right now, this kind of private thing, not so much, but this will grow. People's curiosity will get the best of them. They'll be like, what did she do in there today?
Well, it was bigger when you started the VIP Zoom chats. There were several of us on there for a while.
Yeah, I think Zoom or COVID hurt. mean, COVID made a lot of people change their behaviors too.
Well, you got people it's like, I don't want to be seen.
You don't have to.
It's like, you know.
I don't push people to do it. Not too much anyway. And I
That
could.
is so cute.
I need to trim all the little thingies away.
Yeah, that's the fun part, isn't it?
Okay, so now we're gonna pull it away. Come on, there we go. And you just pull toward the embroidery. And before,
Why don't you move away from the needle?
is that bothering you?
Yeah, I'm afraid you're gonna break a needle. Yeah. And then it would be 6 instead of 5. So
Is that? Are you keeping count with Amy?
with Amy, yeah.
That is how you. The only way in that group of students that I taught. How many students did I say? I think it was 120 students.
Yeah, someone.
That's just because it snowed, and not everyone showed up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was like a blizzard, too. So I was like, well, we're not going to have a good showing, and they showed up. But what was I saying? Shoot. Oh, the way people broke their needles, there were 6 needles, 6 or 7 needles in the entire group for the entire 2 days. First day we did embroidery, second day we did quilting. And the way they broke their needle was when they took the fabric out from under the hoop, they pulled up. That's how they broke it.
Oh,
I was one of them. It's one of my stories. I was one of the people that broke the needle.
so they learned it from
I-
the teacher.
I did it.
Yeah.
I did it on their machine. Isn't that cute?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Oh, wow.
See it.
Oh,
I'm hoping
that
I
is
can,
so cute.
I'm hoping I can get some pictures. I don't usually enjoy the photos. I can, like screenshots that I get from Zoom. They're better from YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything about what you're right now, this camera, it looks so much better than what you're seeing. But you're just happy to see better than what you normally see.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I film and I'm not live, the computer handles it better and everything is like 1,000 times better. So I'll snap some pictures afterward. But it would have been nice to have had periodic photos of this. Stages is what I mean to say. And honestly, you don't have to watch me pull this off. And I'm pulling
Well,
that.
I want to see how you do that inside part.
All right. Definitely easier to pull the cover up off while it's still attached to the stick and tear beneath. But be more careful than I have been. You want to make sure you don't have a loop, and that's partly why I like these tweezers, because they're wider and straight, so you are less likely to accidentally grab a loop on the towel and pull it up. It doesn't bother you, all that bumping I keep doing.
No.
Any little pieces that you can't get, blow dryer will just shrink it into the stitch. But this is more just, I'm not seeing well enough. I'll just clean it up afterward.
Where are your glasses?
I'm wearing them. I'm just looking around. I'm not as close as I should be with these. I'm worried about what I might be doing to my eyes doing that. I need to talk to my eye doctor because I don't want to hurt my eyes doing something I shouldn't do,
Oh, that's how you do that. Okay.
Try not to grab those loopy loops. All right, I'll just clean it up after. So we go like this now, and you pull the terry cloth toward the embroidery, separating it from the hold light. And the hold light holds less than the stick and tear. So you're not going to be pulling your loops out of your terry cloth. If you pull off of the stick and tear, the loops would pull because it has a stronger hold than the Hold Light does, which is partly why we named it Hold Light. But it has lots of benefits. And the reason I'm doing it under the needle is because this is where this camera's set up right now. And you're enjoying being able to see better. Could just take the needle out. I feel like you're stressed out about it.
Nah, it's not my needle.
I'm not worried about it. Good. Okay. Then you end up with a bunny-shaped hole in the stabilizer. I got a new towel. See, this would be a good one to film for everybody. Not just the VIPs, not just the VIPs.
That is so cute.
That is cute.
There we go, and that's all soft except for the embroidery. A little stiff. All right.
Cute, cute. Thank you so much, Claire.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for enduring me, and I'm gonna.
We're used to your marathons, so you know.
Yeah, I know. I was like, they're complaining because I'm done too early. What am I gonna do with the rest of my day?
Yeah.
We were robbed. It was only an hour.
I'm so proud of myself. Actually, I'm trying for a half hour, but we'll see. Moreover, I just need to start making money. You know, I can't do everything for free. I mean, some of it generates money and some of it doesn't. My eye's twitching when I say that. My daughter's all, you're the one who's made it so you didn't make money. It's only you. It's your fault. And I'm like, I know, but I just love hanging out with everybody.
It is fun.
And it's nice and clean on the backside. Yeah, this camera's
Cute.
And a new towel to hang up.
Oh, that is cute.
So cute.
This is not something you normally can do on a regular sewing machine, huh?
Right.
Love you guys. I will. Yeah, I don't know if we should even worry about giving it a specific, Saturday in the month. And I feel bad for Lynn, who's in Australia and right now waking, right now it's 8 o'clock in the morning her time.
Oh.
So she's never going to participate in a live unless I mix it up a little. So I might do one later in the day. I'd like you guys' opinion on that. But
It's fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't go anywhere, so unless I have an appointment with something. So
you guys are homebodies.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be outside and get some sunshine. I couldn't do that until I finished this because you can't suddenly have a tan. It's bad enough that my necklace isn't on for part of the video. I'm gonna put it back on and then it'll be like part on, part off, part on. I try to remember when I go live and do it where I go and do a show, a television show, I have to think things like that and bring extra outfits and the host doesn't always do that, and then they get mad. They're like, you need to not change clothes for every episode because I'm not.
Oh,
and I'm like,
okay.
And I'm like, what is this? That's not fair. I don't want to look like I have a uniform. I feel like I look really red though on this camera, same camera I use for Thursdays, but in Zoom it just seems harsh. I don't know if it looks like that to you guys.
No, it doesn't look like that to me.
See, I have, I worry about what I look like too. Love you guys. I gotta figure out how to say
love
goodbye
you too. Yeah.
Yep.
I hit end and then it asks me to finish for all. That's usually what happens. This time I hit end and nothing happened. So. All right. I'm trying to say
Bye,
goodbye.
Claire.
Love you guys.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.